Exactly. So now we get into this one today as we jump into the knife round here to get things started. Or did they just do the knife round? I wasn't paying attention.
No, I believe this will be the knife round here. Oh, hang on. Am I wrong? No, I think this is the knife round. Or are they just running with their knives out? I didn't see. I didn't think it was the knife round yet, but maybe they've already chosen the.
Yeah, they're shooting guns. Okay, so they apparently they've already chosen sides. Not paying attention.
Knife round after all. Okay, so UV1 starting off on the CT side, and on train it is very difficult to hit those bomb sites. But if you can effectively, nice shot by Revelite. If you can effectively hit them, it can be very difficult to defend against a really good T side train team. Goldie though.
Everyone
out of nowhere.
Just tapping heads. It's beautiful. Egglet over here with 9 HP is going to come up and meet Kolzar and take them out before Kolzar even has a chance to react. That leaves Mizzix here to their own. I wonder if this guy's a Magic fan. Anyway, they are by themselves here. 5v1. He has to try to clutch it out to win this pistol round. Oh, there's a flash. And taken down. Clean work by Unexpected Victory. They take a nice, easy pistol round.
There we go. Not even a single death out of Unexpected Victory. We'll have to see how it shaped up. Which side did they start on yesterday? Can you recall?
CT. Yeah. And it was glorious. So just to catch you up, and I guess anyone that maybe missed last show, is that they were up 10-0 on the CT side. I think it was 10-0. Anyway, and then we started, and then we perfectly cast our curses to them at the right time. Because like, can they go the perfect 16-0? And they literally lost that round. We called it out.
Will the goalie get the shutout today?
Yeah, I know. I was even saying, I didn't jinx him. I didn't say it out loud until my co-caster did. Vincent.
Wow.
Shout out to Vincent. He's a good guy, but he did curse his team. Vampy, meanwhile, let's just pick up 2K while I'm just talking about absolutely nothing. Devil's going to grab another one. Hyth will finally trade down Devil, and Auto Director will stick to that one person. But either way, that'll be another win for UV1. We'll see what Hyth Gaming is going to be able to do in a gun round after this.
Yeah, hey, on an eco round, I'm perfectly fine talking through some history without without making too much out of the plays. Definitely not surprising that UV1 will pick that one up, but that once again they drop only. Well, this time they drop a few kills, a few deaths, but only 2, so they're going to be set up pretty nicely. AKs all across the board for Hyth Gaming here. Hyth, I guess. Hyth Gaming probably.
Maybe.
In any case,
Hyth sounds like hype, so it makes me want to say it like that.
I know, right? But realistically, it must be Hyth. In any case, SMG's out here for Revelite and Vampy. We'll see if they try to play some close quarters fights. You can see over at Ivy, here comes the push and Goldie.
Oh, Devil's in a perfect spot here. He's going to take down Zion, looking for the next target. Going to use the smoke to his own advantage. Will take down Kolzar. Eventually, Hot Pocket does take them down, but Golden Egglet will answer with a couple more kills. But here is Chai-T. We're going to pronounce like that, I guess. As he's trying to move over towards this next side. Does take down Egglet with Revelite, and Vampy still up and at him. Here's Vampy going to find them, going to turn the corner and take them out. 3-0 start for UV1.
Yeah, Goldie kind of got away with murder, metaphorically as well as literally in that situation. 3 different players swinging him there on the Olaf position, and he had no business getting two out of those 3, but did manage to get those. So nice play by Goldie there to completely shut down that attack. And of course, sorry, Devil, not Goldie. It was Devil who was sitting over at that train. So good job by Devil. And this time a bit more of an aggressive default here coming in. Vampy very close up at the E-box. See if Vampy can get anything there.
Pretty aggressively, too, to see if anyone's going to come out here and try to catch them off here. Throws out the flash. Does spot out IT. As I'm trying to carefully say that. Not that it's like, not that... My stream is set to be like mature audiences only. But like, whatever. Here we go. Egglet, meanwhile, the substitute coming in for Prodi today. He's going to get a little bit of damage onto Mizzix here. Oh, Vampy, unfortunately, threw that nade a little bit off, but it's just going to walk up and shoot him in the face anyway. Who needed the nade? Revelite, meanwhile, down here on the bottom is going to take down one target. Vampy on the other side of the map does also take out Hot Pocket. Here's Devil coming in for the flank, and that will take down Kolzar. No one down for UV1 as they take another round, and they're up 4-0.
And Hyth Gaming just does not look organized whatsoever here. I'm looking at maybe another quick one on Train, Johnny, based on what I've seen
Yeah.
from these 3 rounds, or these 4 rounds, I should say. They just do not seem coordinated, and they don't quite seem to have the dueling power to kind of make up for that. They're not able to win most of these gunfights, and also unexpected victory so far, looking really clean. That shot over there from Revelite onto the top of the catwalk. I'm trying to remember spot names here. Onto the top of the catwalk was really clean. That's just, you can tell that he's feeling himself. So
For sure.
exciting stuff from unexpected victory.
Sure, yeah. And what I like about, we got an interview with them last game. We talked about how even though there's these games where you're like up against like lower MMR people or elo people, whatever you want to call it, they still take the game very seriously. They prep the same way. Colzar taking out Vampy here, taking up 2K. In fact, actually, very nice shot there by Colzar. Hyth coming up over here with a very interesting profile pick too, as well as he gets taken down by Goldie. And Colzar is kind of in a pretty tough position here. Devil is going to come up and meet up Grefsley, take down Colzar, tries to turn around and walk away, but Mizzix there with the op will take them down. So we're actually down to a 2v2, and we're hyping up UV1 and how it didn't seem like Hyth Gaming could match up with them at all, but they're putting together a good round here. Nice molly there. We're going to force Revelite to back off. Miss it this shot here. We'll actually just go down and plant the bomb. Here's Zion, gonna meet up with Revelite, gets the first shot off, takes them down. So it's up to Goldie for the 1v2 clutch. Actually a pretty decent hit to UV1's economy here is this round. So let's see if Goldie can clutch this one out, though. He gets one, but Mizzix will finally close this out. So we don't have to worry about jinxing it. It's already 4-1 for unexpected victory.
Yeah, and that was a good play there by Hyth Gaming. They were able to finally get a little more coordinated and trade out when they needed to. And also, like you said, that perfectly placed molly against Revelite to deny access to the A site, able to get there and plant the bomb. Once you've got a plant there in that position against only 2, you can get to a point where it's pretty easy to cover a lot of the places you need to, and that's exactly what they did. So good job by Hyth Gaming putting their first round on the board. Mizzix, nice shots on the op there.
Oh.
And Devil opening up on the op this time.
Yeah, you get that started here. Goldie is aggressively pushed through here. Just waiting for someone to kind of pop out here. He throws down the incendiary, then takes them out. Good play. Good aggressive play by Goldie.
I've never seen someone hold it like that.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't have the cojones to do that, man.
Yeah, that wouldn't be what I would have done, but good on Goldie. That was very unusual. Mizzix, nice shot there, though.
Mizzix proven they're a pretty darn good opper over here. Gonna make this one a match now if Mizzix keeps firing the way they are firing. There we go. They get their bomb planted onto the B site. Revelite makes their way up on top of scaffolding. Is going to be able to take the one down. Will meet Zion coming around the corner and gets the better of them. Nice headshot. Revelite now feeling real good. But here's Mizzix with that off by themselves. They are not able to take down Egglet. Egglet wins that gunfight. And without a kit, Goldie here will defuse his bomb.
Damn, Revelite is hot right now. That is really, really good shooting there up on the catwalk. Just crisp. Not missing a beat whatsoever, and Devil has gotten the top frag position so far, but I think Revelite has shown that he might be coming for the crown in that respect. So,
yeah. You always like when the IGL starts popping off because you're like, oh, this man's doing everything, right? So, Revelite, very, very good round for them. Let's hope that continues going forward. We still got another gun round here for Hyth Gaming. They will have to eco after this if it's not a successful one for them. So. It'll be a pretty darn good round for UV1 to win here. Vampy through the smoke will take down Zion.
Vampy takes a lot of damage there. Oh, and the nade finishes it off. Shite with the nade coming
We're
in.
The most mature people. We laugh every time we say this guy's name.
Well, it wouldn't be so funny if we were just saying the name, but Anyway, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. We got to make something out of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, just a 4v4 here.
Mhm.
Now, as you know, if you ever listen to me cast or listen to those analysts that you all like, it is favoring the T side if this happens in most situations. And indeed, I would say the same thing about this.
Ooh, trades there.
Hyth.
Ends up happening as we try to take that one up, but Devil did pick one up on the other side here. Egglet now in a gunfight with Hot Pocket will get the better of them. Hyth will be last here. Can they take down Egglet? Nope. Egglet wins that gunfight there. 2K in the round for them, and 6-1 lead for UV1.
And so a perfect demonstration of exactly why it is beneficial to the T side that Hyth Gaming just gave us by playing it completely incorrectly. You need to use your numbers advantage because there are 2 bomb sites to cover and now only 4 players remaining to cover both sites.
Right.
So you need to play together if you get a trade, an early trade like that. But instead, they spread out all over the map and try to take duels. That's just not going to work, especially against Unexpected Victory, who are all looking very good right now. They had to push together in that situation. They had lots of utility, so that's just a mistake.
Physics forcing up here, by the way.
Tactics for Hyth Gaming there.
Physics forcing up there for the AK, so we'll see if that bites him or if it ends up being a worthy gamble. It's
Yeah, Mizik's looking good so far. Probably one of the cleanest so far on Hyth Gaming, but hasn't been able to convert that towards rounds yet. And Vampy is deadly in this position here. A bit of an off
Vampy
angle.
looks off the flash, then turns back around. Double headshot.
And that's what happens when you can't buy head armor right there. The M4 with 2 taps on from Vampy and completely shuts down this B hit here.
Beauty,
and,
Vampy.
They're going to have to regroup. No idea what to do at this point.
We go. They're moving up 4 now. Firefight breaks through. Egglet will get 1. Goldie gets another. Hot Pocket does take out Egglet, but that does leave Mizzix alone in the end. We watch Devil here creeping up right towards them, and that little flick will be perfect. 7-1 lead for UV1.
Mizzix is not surviving that wide swing, that's for sure. 7-1, as you say. Devil looking great on the op here. And this is the most... Devil has opt every round that he's been able to afford it, and that doesn't always happen. Like we talked to one of the players that we talked to last time, I think Proddy.
Yeah, it was Proddy.
We talked about Proddy opping quite often. Now Proddy isn't here right now, and so Devil is opping even more. But Proddy talked about Devil as the main offer, as we see a push coming in fast.
Vampy taking out 1, Devil taking out the other. Vampy got himself 2K, turns around, could potentially look for a 3rd there. Hot Pocket does pick up Devil here. Nice op shot by them. So 4v2 in favor of UV1 right now as Goldie's going to turn around this corner. We turn into Hot Pocket here. It's down to 1 HP, but somehow still alive. Goldie, perfect shot. Egglet follows that up. Nice round win once again for UV1. Yeah, Devil last game too did decide to, take on that mantle of their main opera there, and maybe it might be map dependent. It might be worth asking them, like map dependent, who they also decide.
I think it's almost certainly is map dependent.
Yeah. So
because Train, CT side of Train, the op is probably like the most powerful gun in the game on CT side of Train. Like there's almost nowhere else the op is more powerful than that. Oh, look at that. What is Colzar doing?
Chris pushed
AFK at spawn or something like
yeah.
that.
Oh boy. That's a paddling.
Anyway. Yeah, unfortunate there. Maybe some calm miscommunication there. But in any case, yeah, the op's so powerful on the CT side of Train, with those tight angles. A good opper can absolutely shut down a push before it even starts.
Oh, Egglet in this
Here's
corner.
Egglet.
He's going to pick up 3, in fact. Zion eventually shuts them down, but Revelite will get the last laugh. UV1 up 9-1 as we hit the round 11.
It is so demoralizing to get killed from Ivy into spawn. I don't know what was happening with Colzar there, but it was who was it? Was it Revelite or Goldie who had the read? Walked up towards Ivy. I believe Goldie is playing there. Walked up towards Ivy and just found that kill onto the player. Colzar now sitting in the same spot here. You get out of there, Colzar. It's not safe.
Yeah. Really happening. Have a little bit of a skill difference, I will say, matchup, so it's just proven out, but it's always good to see Revelite Revelite trying to play something aggressive here. Okay,
Ooh.
so they're getting a little bit cheeky. And actually, I was about to say it's good to see them still playing clean and smoothly. Devil picking up that frag, Eglet picking up another one. But then they do something like that. Here's Vampy going up aggressively. Oh my goodness, Vampy just doesn't miss on that one. Mizzix, the last person standing there for Hyth Gaming. The only one to kind of suffer here is Revelite for that questionable push. But
yeah, definitely. And yeah, getting a little bit antsy there. Mizzix now walking into the ops scope of Devil. 10-1 here on Train. And what can you even say as to analyze this match except that Unexpected Victory are just better right now?
For sure, yeah, and that's the rough thing. It's like, obviously we want to make like excellent points, and like especially like points. I always like to think of the perspective of like whenever I watch any esports or anything, I'm thinking about things that I can apply from that to make my game better. But what can you take from this game? Shoot them better than they shoot you. Like
go to aim labs and practice your shooting.
Yeah.
I mean, that is one thing. You know, when you do come up against a team that is weaker than you, you got to take care of them, right? Like you got to make sure you're not giving them any sort of weird advantages and taking them for granted. You got to put them away, and that's exactly what Unexpected Victory is doing. Something I liked a lot. Oh, there's Eglet continuing on, and Hyth. There we go. Goes down to Goldie. I was saying it's something I used to like about 2018, 2019 Team Liquid. Well, especially in 2019 when they were truly like the best.
Right.
Is when like they would have close matches against Na'Vi, against Astralis, against these top teams. But when they came up against those, 6th to 10th ranked teams in the world, they would bang them out of the server every single time.
Yeah.
You never worried. You knew Liquid was the best. And that's what's really cool to see, about when a good team plays against a bad team, is that their fundamentals remain and you can just really see them on display.
Yeah.
And in particular, aim-wise, I think Unexpected Victory are showing us that exact thing here in this match.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be good for them to try to make sure they don't kind of like do too many cheeky things like maybe Revelite was doing in that one. Even that one T push that was it Goldie that had, where they pushed all the way to the T spawn. Yeah, they got the kill, but it's almost like you don't want to get complacent, because that's the other thing too with the Open League. If you keep kind of winning like this, you're just going to end up going up against harder competition. The way it kind of works. So you don't want to get too big in your head. And I don't think, like, the way their attitudes, the way we've interviewed them, they do sound like they're all taking things very seriously and are willing to continue to improve. But it's just hard with games like this. It's just like...
Yeah. Well, I got a question, Johnny.
Sure, sure.
How come Goldie and Vampy don't have head armor? they both have like almost $10,000 or more dollars.
Challenge?
I mean, like, I get it. The AK kills in one shot to the head, but like, come on, just buy the head armor already. Save my OCD. Not only that, Goldie, somebody has mentioned in chat, Goldie doesn't have a kit either. Oh, here's Colzar with actually a nice push.
Of one, Revelite and Vampy could a couple more. Zion does take out Revelite in the end, but Zion is by themselves here, thinking about planting the bomb, but Vampy was right there to finish them off. 12-1 lead. And we're going around 14, and Unexpected Victory are just rolling around nicely.
We could break down a little more, because that was a round that Hyth Gaming, with the setup they had a very good opportunity to win because of Colzar being able to get that two-piece out from Catwalk. But they aren't decisive. They're very scared of Unexpected Victory, and you can see why. But you can't let that creep into your play and interfere with what you know is the right play. Like, after those two picks, you got to get on site. You got to get that bomb down, get your smokes out. And they just didn't get them. Here's Goldie finding a weird angle on Hot Pocket.
Once again, pushing right beside the smoke and getting that one done, though. And somehow he's still alive here as he's walking out of there. How do you get out of that situation? I don't even know how you get out of that situation.
Should not be getting out of that, nope.
Zion now got to do some damage over the smokes. They got some decent damage on a bunch of teammates on UV1, so they can, again, like you said, not be scared and push through. They got something going for them, but Eglet will get the better of Mizzix here. And move forward after that flash, pick up the AK, and back out with Colzar, and Hyth is going to pick up a couple here. Hyth's got themselves two. Goldie taking out Zion here. Colzar goes down, leaving Hyth by themselves. He's got 3K, but it's still not enough as UV1 take that one. We move into the last round of the half. They're up 13-1.
Cheetah with the 3K.
Yeah.
Definitely
That's a nice bring to
as
it.
close as Hyth Gaming have gotten to a round win besides the one they did take. But yeah, they just aren't playing decisively. When they do get an opening kill, they aren't able to take advantage of it in the way that they need to because they're being quite hesitant. It's hard to, you can't adjust that mid-game.
No,
you
yeah.
can't adjust that because it's a mental thing. It needs to be reset. It needs to be... There's very few players who can adjust the way they're thinking and have it affect their play in the way that Hyth Gaming needs to do right now. So pretty tough there for them, but that is something to look out for if you are a player maybe watching this and thinking, what can I take from this type of Counter-Strike if I'm watching it? Decisiveness in the face of a more skilled player than you can often lead to, some success for you, even if you're not always going to win the gunfight.
There's some decisiveness.
Speaking of which, Vampy, though.
And it at least goes for 1-for-1, but like you always say, it is a little bit better on the T side for them to do that. Opening fraggers, that's almost your job is to 1-for-1, so
exactly.
You'll take that. They're going to get this bomb planted here. Vampy, though, is going to top down Hot Pocket. What can the rest of these members do? Myzix here trying to see what he can do. He's going to meet up with Egglet and win that firefight there and upgrade his gun. Nice play by Myzix here. Colzar, meanwhile, gets taken down by Goldie. Now Myzix have to try to keep them off this bomb.
And 2 ops, no smokes. Oh, now they know.
Devil just waits.
No.
He just waits. Just knows that he doesn't even have to move the mouse over. Just knows he's gonna move that crosshair and takes them down. 14-1 after the first half. 2v1 set up here. Just take this one home.
Yeah, setting up to give us a nice, easy day on the caster desk. Taking care of this one pretty quick, and good for them. They, like I said before, that's what you got to do when you come up against this. Just get it over with and go back to practice because you will go up against teams where it's not going to be nearly this easy, and you can't allow this, even though it's nice to get this much of a stomp under your belt, you can't allow it to really influence the way you play the game, honestly.
Yeah.
You can do your fundamentals and continue to practice those and do your setups, but that isn't what you really need to be focusing on. And so, getting this out of the way quickly and getting back to, really trying to improve your Counter-Strike game is what they need to do here. Unexpected victory, and they're well on their way to doing step 1 here.
Yeah, and the other part of it too is, like, again, we have Egglet substituting in here, but he has a lot of experience playing with a lot of the members of the team, including Vampy over here, who picks up a kill on Colzar. So I probably want to interview him after the game, actually, just to ask him what that kind of experience that he comes bring out of them. So I'm gonna shout it out there. Probably gonna ask him at the end of this one. Devil picking up another kill onto Myzix. And yeah, so they're able to do that, and they don't miss a beat with Egglet. He is a very good 6th man to have on this roster. Definitely fills that role perfectly for them.
Yeah, and hey, they've even got we had Scorin in Twitch chat earlier, and even Scorin was able to put up numbers when he came in for the substitution. I was also going to say. And, oh, no, I've completely lost it, Johnny. Never mind. Forget it. I was going to say something, and I lost it. Oh, I remember now, and we've got a moment. Okay, so since they, if they did win the knife round, I don't remember if UV1 did win it, but if they did, in a case like this where you're going up against weaker players, I would have picked T-side now.
Yeah, I said that last time just because I was like, do you take the chance to play the harder side?
Well, and not only that, but it's not just that it's harder, it's that it requires more practice. You'd be like with CT, all you're doing is just sitting in your spot and getting the kills when they come around the corner. With T-side, you need to practice setups, practice making sure you get that coordination with utility, making sure you can hit those sites, get map control. It's way more reliant on coordination with the team and less reliant on just everybody hitting their shots. With UV1, it's no problem in that way, and they can practice that anytime.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
but
I would have started on T side, so I'm interested to see if maybe they do that. As here we go. This might be the last round, Johnny.
yeah, it could all be over here as we watch Revelite gonna finish off. Actually, Goldie ends up getting that frag. Revelite
Oh.
finally picks up the last one, which means UV1 win the match. Another 16-1 victory for them. And unfortunately for this game, and they played actually all their matches were really, really close before this, so they were obviously playing up against competition that was right up to them, and all of a sudden they hit a brick wall that is our boys on UV1. But there we go, UV1 take another one. They continue their undefeated Open League season, and yeah, everything just working out pretty darn well for them. So, like I said, I want to see if I can get Egglet to be our interviewee here, so I'm gonna jump over to their Discord if we can get a chat with them. Bam, bam. Egglet. So I'm gonna give him a shout and see. Yeah. See if they can get in over here. But yeah, it was a relatively easy day here for the boys in UV1.
Yeah, 2 in a row on train with that much of that much dominance is pretty impressive. And we heard from Devil that he thought Inferno was probably their strongest map, but I don't know. I mean, I guess they need to go up against some stiffer competition on train, but train is looking pretty sexy right now. At least the CT side. We don't really have any experience watching them on the T side of train because all they played is like a pistol and a bonus round. But yeah, train looks good.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, are we all in here?
Anyway, their defense is obviously very solid, I was saying.
Yeah. For sure, definitely. Sorry, got a little distracted there. But yeah,
No worries.
we're just setting up. Yeah, we're just waiting for Egglet to be able to come into here as we will get their opinion on everything kind of happened there. And yeah, they obviously do a great job on this team coming in as a substitute, and they do a great job on this map. Because that's 2 in a row. We've seen them just completely dominant. And again, it might be the case of just like, yeah, CT side, we're just better than them. So like, it's hard to tell, is this their map? Because they've just kind of only gone against, admittedly, much lower competition there. So. And
they played almost no T rounds at all. Yeah, so yeah, pretty tough to say, but good defense on train. And we're just getting the interview all queued up here. Well, while we wait, I can shout out that you can check out more of me and Johnny coming up later in a Valorant tournament. But Egglet is now here. Egglet, great game, my friend.
Thanks.
Yeah, I hear it was your birthday yesterday?
Yeah, it was.
Happy birthday. Come on today where your birthday gift's a big win and a nice performance by you and everyone here on UV1. So congratulations.
Thanks.
So yeah, I guess first question I want to ask is you've played with a bunch of these players before on different UV1 rosters, and now you kind of come in as that sixth person that comes in and really does a great job of making sure the team doesn't miss a single beat. What is that experience like for you?
Honestly, it's really good. Just getting to sit and watch the games and seeing what we can do better each game is like awesome.
Yeah, like you often come in and you sit in the kind of the coach role there too, so that you can kind of see what the whole team is doing and kind of like learn from that and still get better yourself. And like, yeah, you could easily be on this the starting roster for sure. So it's good to see you be able to just step in and get her done.
Thanks.
I'll go further with that and ask because you sort of you are kind of a sixth man, but are there any of the players who you're looking at where if they were missing, you might get a little more nervous to fill their shoes than others? Or is it pretty much you just kind of slot in wherever you need to?
Oh, everyone's on the team's like equal, I would say. Like all of us are really good.
Yeah, for sure. And the way it looks with you in there is 100% that like it just like doesn't matter. like you're just if this game loud 6v6 you just play and everything would just be like fine, right? So and that's awesome to see you do that. You
confident being the dedicated opper if Devil's missing?
I like the rifle role more right now, to be honest.
Fair enough. Me too, man. I can't opt for anything. Yeah, so So you come into a game like this one, and you kind of know you're a much better competition. And I asked this question of Ampy last week, and I'm gonna ask you too as well. What's kind of the approach? Is it just really loose? You all just going, yeah, we're just gonna win, whatever, or how seriously do you take coming into a game like this one?
Honestly, every game we treat it as like they had the best team ever. So it's the same every game.
So if you are geared up to play some like high level Counter Strike and do a really tough match, and then you kind of get a freebie like this, do you feel a little restless right now? Like, do you want to go into some ranked games and try to play against some stiffer competition, or do you feel like you're just relaxing now?
Relaxing right now, to be honest.
Just chilling. I like it. It for sure. So with that said, like me and Wes were kind of talking here, and I wonder just on the decision, who won the knife round to pick the side? Was it you guys or was it them? You guys did.
We
Okay,
did.
all right. Because we were curious on like, so you like you said, you're taking this seriously as if it's the best team, so naturally you choose CT side because that's just kind of the better side on this map, basically. But was there any discussion of, hey, we're probably better than this team, maybe we should get more practice on T side? Is there any discussion of that, or is it no?
No,
just all business.
no.
Yeah, you're doing okay. Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
I hope we get to see some T-side train from you guys at some point, because so far,
yeah, hopefully
you haven't shown us any.
We have no idea if you could do it at all. Yeah, good stuff. And then as things kind of ramp up, since you are going undefeated, eventually they start placing you against better competition. Are you like amped up for that? Are you nervous for it? What's the attitude for you and the team?
It's probably the same mentality going into like every game as always, to be honest. Just being prepared.
Nice. I like that discipline. It's definitely not something every Counter-Strike team is able to accomplish. You know, is it just because all of you were sort of on the same page there, or did you have to have a discussion where you came up with that mindset?
To be honest, I think all of us started like that.
Cool. Yeah,
nice.
From everything I get from you guys, your attitudes were just happened to click and happened to mesh. It was not like this contrived thing where everyone's like, this is how we are, like this is our team philosophy or whatever. No one like kind of stuff. It's just like, oh, we all just click. We all have the same attitude and want to approach the game the same way. And that's really cool. That's really cool to hear, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, on that, I think we will end the stream today. So thank you, Eglet, for joining us for this interview. Congratulations on the win. And once again, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
Nice match, man.
All right, that will do it for us, folks. Well, I've been Jonny Esports this whole time. Of course, you can follow me over on Jonny Esports at Twitter, on Instagram too as well. And of course, Wes Rambo, where can they find you?
At WJ Rambo. I got Twitter and an Instagram and a TikTok if you want me to you want to hear me sing some sea shanties.
Yeah.
And twitch.tv/JSRambo. On Twitch, I do a little bit of casting, a little bit of chess, a little bit of everything out there. So check me out there, and check out twitch.tv/Manitoba_esports.
For sure.
Both Jonny and I have done some casting, and we are going to do a lot more. Well, Manitoba Esports is going to be doing a lot more in the coming weeks and months. So check that out as well.
That'll be fun to check out. I just want to call out in chat too. Goldie coming into chat saying head armor is useless, kit is free. That's beautiful.
There we go. Our questions have been answered. How can I argue with that logic?
Perfect. That's perfect thing to end on. Thanks everyone for joining us in the cast today. We'll see you next time. And yeah, have fun, folks. See you later.
Cheers.
Something's wrong. I'm looking for safety. Could you be that maybe? Be there with my highs and all my lows. Trust me, there is plenty. The weight I have is heavy. Born this way, this ain't the life I chose. It's been a while since I woke up and genuinely smiled. It ain't my fault that I always seem to lie. And I don't wanna lie. But we still together. I slow down in this lonely weather, and I won't fall down slowly like a feather, and I won't stop loving you never. Hate it when I wake looking for safety. Could you be that maybe? Be there with my highs and all my lows. Trust me, there is plenty. The weight I have is heavy. Born this way, this ain't the life I chose.
Jager V's been poppin'.
Fade in, fade out, I've been feeling K'd out. Take one, take two, you can say I'm better now. Zone in, zone out, feeling higher than the clouds. Feeling higher than the clouds, I ain't fucking coming down. Bitch, if I wanted, I cop it. Surprised by the size of my wallet. I made my money, not talking. Right now, beats, I clock it. Y'all be running and walking. I hear the Ripper, he knocking. I know who gonna be laughing when I'm gonna be dead inside of my coffin. All this shit I've been